Good evening. Welcome to your channel, Fable Wonderland. I'm Dr. Wasi, and today I present to you the fable titled The Cooksonia and the Prototaxites. 400 million years ago, when the vast continental seas were teeming with placoderms, spiny sharks, and cartilaginous fish, in an uninhabited marshy area lay a beautiful Cooksonia, with towering aerial stems covered with cuticles full of stomata. Its roots, buried deep, were multiple and extensive. The greatness of the Cooksonia was admired by a small Prototaxites, who quickly observed it from beneath the soil, extending its small filaments. Similarly, despite its small size, the Cooksonia deeply admired the nature of the Prototaxites. One day, thirsty, the Cooksonia extended its underground roots until they intertwined with the filaments of the fungus. The Prototaxites transmitted water to the plant, quenching its thirst. However, before realizing the fungus filaments, the Cooksonia provided it with all the nutrients it needed to survive. After that, it let go. Then, the Prototaxites grew and grew until it transformed into a strange and gigantic being. Its enormous cylindrical trunk, composed of intervened tubes, grew disproportionality, and thanks to the height it reached, the fungus managed to spread its spores over a greater distance. This is how, thanks to mutual assistance, both organisms grew together from their reciprocal admiration. Moral: we need the talents and help of others to be able to transform into what we desire to become. Okay, let's go to check the 4 theoretical elements that are important in this fable. First of all, I would like to talk about the Silurian period. The Silurian period is a division of the geological and The Silurian period is a division of the geological time scale that belongs to the Paleozoic era. It occurred between approximately 443 and 419 million years ago. The Silurian was a crucial period in Earth's history for the following reasons. It is primarily characterized by the Silurian oceans, which were abundant with arthropods, mollusks, and primitive fish, such as placoderms and spiny sharks, which are mentioned in the fable. Corals and sponges form large reefs, while brachiopods and crinoids dominated the seafloors. The colonization of land also took place during this period, with the first land plants, like Cooksonia, beginning to colonize freshwater habitats and areas near to the coast. The first fungi and arthropods, such as millipedes and arachnids, also began to adapt to life out of water. The climate was generally warm, with higher carbon dioxide levels than today. Climatic conditions recovered after the mass extinction at the end of the Ordovician period, allowing the diversification of new life forms. There was also a distribution of continents. During the Silurian, the continents were distributed differently, with Laurasia and Gondwana as large land masses. Point number two, I would like to talk about the Cooksonia. Cooksonia is a genus of fossil plants that is considered one of the earliest representatives of vascular land plants. Cooksonia is known for its simple and primitive structure. It had the upright and branched stems that could reach heights of up to 30 centimeters. Its stems were composed of vascular tissue, which allowed the conduction of water and nutrients, a key characteristic that differentiated it from non-vascular plants, such as mosses. This name honors British paleobotanist and geologist Marjorie Cookson, who was instrumental in the study and classification of these plant fossils. Cookson contributed significantly to the understanding of Silurian plants and helped identify various species of Cooksonia. Point number three, I would like to talk about the Prototaxites. Prototaxites is a genus of fossil organisms that lived during the Silurian to Devonian periods, approximately 420 to 370 million years ago. Here are some key points about Prototaxites. Initially, it was considered a type of plant due to its tree-like structure. However, in classification has been divided, and some researchers suggest that it could have been a giant fungus, indicating a closer relationship to fungi than to plants. Prototaxites was characterized by its large size, reaching up to 8 meters in height. Its structure resembled a cylindrical trunk composed of a series of intervening tubes. It is believed to have lacked leaves, distinguishing it from modern trees. It has not been definitively determined where Prototaxites produce spores, and its classification and biology remain the subject of debate. If Prototaxites were a fungus, it could have produced spores as part of its reproductive cycle, as many fungi use spores for dispersal and reproduction. However, if it were considered a plant, its mode of reproduction would likely differ, possibly without spore production. Finally, I would like to talk about the possible mutualistic symbiotic relationship between Cooksonia and Prototaxites. A mutualistic symbiotic relationship between Cooksonia and Prototaxites has been proposed, although this remains an area of active research. In a mutualistic relationship, both organisms benefit. It has been suggested that Cooksonia, one of the earliest vascular plants, might have provided nutrients such as carbohydrates to Prototaxites, which is believed to have been a fungus, while Prototaxites might have offered water and minerals to Cooksonia through its IFAL system, acting as an underground network. During the Silurian period, both organisms inhabited similar ecosystems. Cooksonia was adapted to moist environments, and Prototaxites could have grown in the same type of habitat, creating a favorable environment for interaction between the two species. On the other hand, although there is no direct evidence to confirm this relationship, some Cooksonia fossils found alongside Prototaxites remains suggest that they may have coexisted and developed interactions. Well, I hope you really enjoyed this fable. Please give the video a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. As every week, I'm leaving a brief bibliography here for you. That's all for today. I'll see you next week on your channel Fable Wonderland with another amazing and very interesting fable. See you soon.